So there's a video that we shared in the men's group that we run, or that I'm also part of. I don't like saying that we run it. I'm part of it. So, there's a thing that we say, or we blame our parents. Or they should have taken me here, or they didn't support me with this skiing. But man, they took you to school. You know, there are other things that they did for you.
Yeah.
So we always highlight the things that our parents didn't do. But then the things that they did, it's like, because maybe a friend of mine, Ronaldo, it's like those things.
Yeah.
So how do you see that appreciating our parents, man? As you say, my old lady went through all of those struggles where not today, but then she's still struggling either way.
Yeah.
So how can we appreciate that? I know you covered it in what you just said.
Look, I honestly think that's just silly, to be honest. And old enough to understand what life is panaya, right? And I'm going to be frank, it's silly. So if you are able to look at the circumstances that the parents now, and also, you know what? So what must happen? I didn't know. Yes, that happened. Terrible.
Sure.
And if you have childhood trauma, man, go to counseling, and deal with it.
Sure.
Right now,
Sure.
parent, and also take lessons from that. To treat your children maybe with more compassion. Maybe your parents were too hard on you. So don't say, hey, now I was raised hard and look, I turned out right. Therefore, I'm going to raise my children the same way. No, you didn't turn out right. Right? That's why I'm not natural. So let's take lessons, but let's forgive our parents, and sometimes there's not even a reason to forgive. It's that thing, lack of accountability. You are 36. Cox. Do you know what has happened? How many things have happened since? And I'm saying, I'm not dismissing the things that happened really impact us even now. What are you doing about that? Are you doing the internal work? We're empty inside. So a lot of us are not doing the internal work, right? And a big reason for that, yes, there's sometimes money issues where you can't afford a counselor, but kuna lead the social worker, and also they are just, I wouldn't call them cultural issues. You know that the word cultural is so misleading, because cultural, I would say societal issues. Society where maybe there's a stigma, seeking help, but that's all on you, honestly. To not do the work that is required for you to get better. How? Yes, olila unelo trap. And maybe olila unelo bhlaba or tamala unelo bhlaba, maybe they had their issues and those issues have impacted you and have led to be the broken individual that you are now. What are you doing about it? You, wenzani? It's your life again. So you must be accountable. You see, people don't want to be accountable. Don't want to sit and look in the mirror and go, ayazi, and then you look at why upeta kanje, you're like, okay, because maybe so. How do I fix this? Versus going, better because. No, but then why are you ignoring ukuthi uyabheda? Kubheda wena. Akubhedi oledi, akubhedi time asakubheda wena man. So must we continue to suffer because when you suffer? No. Accountability. And accountability, when you refuse to take accountability, you will not grow. Yes, it's tough being accountable. It's easier to just blame other people. But in the long run, you're more miserable. Because lama jive olibelu wenza awapheli. Because when you are making excuses versus doing what's needed. So let's go back to me and the drinking. In order for me to decide I was like, yes. So I would wake up and I would deal with anxiety. Over and above the physical hangover, there would be a mental thing where I'm anxious, what did I do? What didn't I do? Things that I needed to do. And I said, but Melusi, we are born ukuthi ispinza esenza didi.
Sure.
So I had to admit, which as in, Chola is not for me. Bungihlulile, bunile, ngiyabiyeka mina. Uyangithola?
Sure.
Not to good, yeah, but because no, mina. Ngenza ama-driver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mangiphuzile, and I don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the things that I need to do. How do I get better? Not to good, yeah, you know what? And also the external things that are happening to you, zikon.
Sure.
But when I win that, for instance, right, there's nothing you can do, you and I can do about unemployment.
Sure.
There's nothing we can do. So are you going to sit here and complain about unemployment, or are you going to say, how do I fortify myself against the stresses of being unemployed? How do I work on me?
Sure.
There's the option of religion, you know, going out there and dealing with your spirituality. There are ways to fortify yourself, but it can't be ukuthi uhlalele ukukhala nokucomplaina and the world is against you. And the interesting thing is, there are no things that are happening for you or against you. Things are happening. Things are just happening. And most of the things that are happening have nothing to do with you. You choose to take them the way that you choose to take them.
Sure.
Things are happening. There's no man, no mfethu. If this tree fell and landed on me, the tree fell.
Sure.
It had nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
Right? Now my family, hey, Melusi Tshabalala, hey, Sloiwe, Sumden, you know, the tree fell.
There must be a story somewhere.
There are no stories, right? So, and the point I'm making is if you don't work on yourself and you fortify yourself, you know, you will always think things are happening for you or things are happening against you. And those two things are equal in their damaging nature, right? So if good things are happening and you don't understand your role in them, right, where you're just thinking in entlant, that's not good. Right? Because the day something bad happens, you don't know how to get back to the good things because you never worked out how you're achieving the good things. And when the bad things are happening and you keep saying in a party, that's not good because you're not working out what role you are playing in those bad things happening.
And that's accountability right there.
Accountability. Right there.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of, I guess, being humble to get to that point, right?
Yeah, no, it's tough.
It's humbling, man.
It's tough. Yeah.
Sure.
It's tough to go, yazin. It's rough. To sit there and go, yazang you know? In fact, and I think I told you this, I crashed my car end of 2021.
Yeah.
I didn't immediately fix it. I faga go storage. Because I realized with a drinking problem.
Sure.
So, and I'm not the type as on Uber. As long as you know motor, so you drive motor. It doesn't matter what you tag you or not. And then I realized that I'm a danger to myself. I'm a danger to my children because sometimes I would drive Nabo in Puzile. I'm a danger to others. So, and I realized that at that moment I couldn't quit Ujwala. I was deep within it. So I quit a driver. So I said I will not drive. I will not have a car. Right? And then eventually I managed to quit Ujwala. And now I am going to get back to driving because I took accountability.
Sure.
With me, it's not somebody else. Yeah.